We are live. Can you hear me? Check, 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 check. Can you hear me? Hopefully you can. Hopefully you guys can. Alex, how you doing? You've seen the team tonight? I'll take it you guys have. Just go through it again. So tonight, Chelsea have made 5 changes. Kepa, Azpilicueta, Zuma, Rudiger, Alonso, Kovacic, Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek, Willian, Giroud and Pulisic. No Mason Mount, which is a little bit unusual, you have to say. David, how you doing, mate? John, how are you? Obviously, kickoff is at 8:15 local time, but I just wanted to get your take on it. Team look all right. Would have preferred Mount over Jorginho, Alex. Yeah, maybe. I just think that I mean, Mount's been busy. He's been really busy in all the games. You have to say that, but I just wonder if there's some fatigue there. Maybe Willian, maybe Pulisic. You know, they might get fatigued, but I'm not too sure. But I guess we just have to wait and see what happens. It's going to be it's a difficult game. The problem is that Norwich are relegated, and you don't know what sort of team's going to turn up tonight and play Chelsea. How they're going to perform? Are they just literally going to just be happy just to go for it? You know. And it's difficult. It's every game in the Premier League is difficult. You can't turn around and say that a team is easy. You need to earn every single point. Mateo Kovacic, you should be playing. Why are you not changed? But how you doing, mate? You doing all right? But yeah, so you have to earn every single point in the Premier League, and that's simple. If you think back to when Chelsea first won the Premier League under Jose Mourinho, the 2004-05 season, and you look at the situation with the strengths of the teams in the Premier League then to what they are now. Teams are stronger and stronger. They really are. Why has Pedro not been involved? I think it's because Pedro's actually going, John. I think that's what the situation is. He's actually going to go, and I think that he's sort of more or less a bit of a last resort. I think Frank, as with Jorginho, I think Frank Lampard wants to go with the players that are committed to the cause. Obviously, in that game against Palace, he had no choice even, but to bring Jorginho on to try and calm thing down. But up until that point, Jorginho had not been involved at all, and I think that's because there's talk of him going back to Italy. So I think it's the same situation with Pedro. I think Frank's looking at these players. Obviously, he's playing Willian every single day or every single game, and I think he's still in Willian's ear. If you see my news channel, I think he's still in Willian's ear. He's still looking for Willian to stay, and I think he's going to try and convince Willian to stay as well. So I guess we just have to wait and see. But it's just the build-up. Frank Lampard was talking earlier. I've retweeted it about freshening things up. Leaf, sorry, man. On Saturday, I was at a friend's house for a barbecue. We'd not seen each other since lockdown. So there was a few beers involved. So there was no chance that I was going to do a commentary. So I did state that. I don't know if it was on my Twitter or if it's on my YouTube videos, which I'm sure, Leaf, I'm sure you watched them. Ghost of Rugby. By the way, Doug Rugby, what a player he was. So I remember watching him when I was a kid. I first went to Stamford Bridge, if you don't know it. I first went to Chelsea in 1980. A long time ago. A long time ago. And yeah, I mean, my family originates from around the area. My nan still lives 200 yards from the ground. But yeah, I used to walk up to Chelsea. One of my granddads did the turnstiles at Stamford Bridge. My other granddad worked on a fruit and veg stall on the North End Road. And so I used to go up there with my dad, go and help my granddad on his fruit and vegetable, with being a barrow boy, getting all the peas, that sort of stuff. And then we'd leave at 2:30, walk away up to Chelsea, stop off at the old club shop, the little tiny one that was on the road there leading up to Chelsea. Go and get into the ground and stand on the shed end. I've seen all sorts. I've seen Chelsea in the second division. I've seen electric fences. I've seen everything. So when people turn around and say, "Oh, celebrate your victories and your trophies," yeah, I am, because I've seen the opposite side of it. So hopefully today we'll take a step towards the top four, which will pretty much be like a trophy for us, really, based on the fact Frank is new in. He's only had a year management in the Championship. We've got a lot of youngsters in the team and in the squad. They're just showing on the broadcasters, just showing the race for the top four. Chelsea's fixtures: Norwich, Liverpool, Wolves, Leicester, Sheffield United, Tottenham, Man United, Palace, West Ham and Leicester. And Wolves have got Burnley, Palace and Chelsea. Yes, you're right. You're right, Leaf. Relax music. How you doing, mate? Bakari, hi. How are you? You all right? Strip Bear, how you doing? Santiago, hello, mate. Akorbundu, Emmanuel, how are you, mate? Sarul, hello. Gerald, how you doing? I was trying to figure out a super chat, because I understand. I don't know all this stuff, but I understand you can do a super chat now. So if you have that option, feel free at any point. I did, John. I did see the Greyhound track at Stamford Bridge. Yeah, I did. That was back in the day. All around the outside. Moro, Fatty. I'm not bad, mate. How are you doing? Just building up to the game. We've got 7 minutes till kickoff. Now, remember, I'm doing this stream of the footage that's being shown by the broadcaster on an app. So it's probably about 30 to 45 seconds delayed from what's actually happening. Nicholas, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. I try and give you as much as possible from what I'm watching on the game. I try and describe it. Alternative commentary. Morrow, thank you for the compliment. Appreciated. So I just try and talk it as I am, as I've seen it. Some people might not like it. I'll just try and do what I can. But yeah, so score predictions, people. Nicholas thinks 2-1 Chelsea. Emeka, how you doing? Tammy, how are you? Tammy, it starts at 8:15. I can't advertise any live streams, unfortunately, as you're aware, on this YouTube. Not allowed to do it. I'll get pulled straight away and banned, so I'm not going to do that. DJ, how am I doing? Yeah, I'm not too bad. How are you? And the lineup, I think, is okay. If honest with you, I would have gone 2 changes in the back four. I would have still played Aspi left and Reece James right. And I would have played Zuma and Rudiger. Yes, that's the team. So I would have still done Azpilicueta on the left-hand side and Reece James on the right. So easy. Chelsea 3, Norwich 0. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. Charles, thank you, mate. Appreciate the compliment. Stanley, how are you? But yeah, so for all the regular viewers to these live commentaries, no advertising, by the way. I can't do that. It's football most days this week. Strip Bear, I think you're right. I think, to be honest with you, every single one of us would take a 1-0 right now, as long as we get 3 points. None of us thought Leicester would get stuffed and then Man United would throw a lead away. DJ Sav, yeah, maybe Cho, Hudson-Odoi start. Oh, here we go. We've got an interview. Hakim Ziyech is in the stadium and he's doing an interview for Chelsea TV by the looks of it, which will probably be broadcast at some point. Oh, wicked. So John, you're actually watching the game, but you're listening to my commentary. Is it the same? Well, when the game starts, see if it's the same. If it's around the same time, that'd be interesting. Appreciate it. Thank you, mate. But yeah, I'm going to go for Chelsea to win by 3 goals. If we can score early, I think it's game over, and I think it could be 3, 4, or 5. Chelsea's got a point to prove today. I think there's a lot of people that went back in that changing room with the tail between their legs on the weekend because it was dire. They were dire. And we're looking for a reaction. But this is a dangerous game, as we said before. Norwich just relegated. They literally can just play with some freedom now. They know their fate. The concerns of trying to get points and trying to avoid a relegation battle is over. And I just wonder how they're going to approach the game. So Chelsea take to the field. Very interesting to see Mason Mount not playing, not starting the game. Obviously, Giroud back in for Tammy. Marcos Alonso in at left back. Aspi moves back across to the right-hand side with Reece James back to the bench. So just to reconfirm, as we're a couple of minutes away from kickoff, if you've not seen the team, I'm sure you have. Kepa in goal. Azpilicueta right back. Centre-backs Zuma and Rudiger. Rudiger favouring the left-hand side with Marcos Alonso brought back into the team. Midfield looks like a 3 in midfield. It looks like Jorginho in the middle with Mateo Kovacic and Loftus-Cheek either side of him, both box to box, which is key. And Loftus-Cheek could have a real influence in this game. Up front, there's a change. As I said, Tammy's dropped to the bench. Giroud's back in with Willian and Captain America, Christian Pulisic to the left. So hopefully we'll see a good performance. We'll get a good result. And yeah, we just need to see something much better than what we witnessed on the weekend. Strip Bear, you'll explode if we score 3. Yeah, it could be 3 by half time. You never know. So just to let you guys know, if I'm not looking directly at the camera, it's because I've got the app here. I've got the chat here, so I'm just trying to keep an eye on things. So trying to make it work as the best I can for you all. Norwich playing a pretty much standard formation, 4-2. I think is it 4-2-3-1 they're playing. Yeah, Cantwell's playing in the middle of a 3 to in behind the striker. Joseph Dermich is playing up front. There's no Pookie. Yeah, Krul, Aarons, Godfrey, Closer, Lewis, Tetty, McLean, Rupp, Cantwell, Hernandez and Dermich. Pookie's on the bench. Fist pumps all round for the Chelsea players, and we're about to kick off, or approaching kick-off. I'm not sure you can watch it, Matteo, on the BBC. I think if you're a Sky customer, you can watch it on Sky One, I think. Or Pick, whatever it's called. I'm not sure. So, approaching kickoff. We just need to start well. Let's break it down into 15-minute periods. We'll do 15 minutes, first 15, hopefully get a foothold in the game, create some good chances, and of course, a goal would be a bonus. Then the middle 15 to half an hour, we're looking to try and gain even more of an advantage. Ideally, we want a goal. We want 3 goals by half time. So, approaching kickoff. Silly, yeah, I do see your point. He's been a bit disappointing, Rudiger, isn't he? You have to say. So, about to kick off. So, it's Norwich to kick off. Just waiting for the referee's whistle. Here we go. We're taking a knee for 8 seconds. So Norwich start the game. They immediately lump the ball forwards to our right back position, but Rudiger wins a good header. But Norwich have got possession down the left-hand side. They've turned Azpilicueta, but we've got back in Jorginho and won the tackle. We've given the ball away. Norwich have got it 10 yards inside, halfway inside our half now. Play it out to the left-hand side. Play it all the way back to their centre-backs, and they're going all the way back to the goalkeeper. Hi, Anthony. How you doing, mate? Hamza, how you doing? David? I will try and keep up with the chat. Obviously trying to commentate. So halfway, Norwich have got the ball. Play it up to Cantwell, but a mix-up, and Mateo Kovacic has picked the ball up. Plays up to Giroud. Under pressure, gives the ball away on halfway. Norwich are trying to play little 1-2s in behind our midfield, and it's not coming off at the minute. Kepa plays the ball out to Willian, right-hand side. Goes back to Aspi, back to the edge of our box, Rudiger. Chelsea in control now, just calming it down. Zuma plays it out this way to Alonso. Back inside to Zuma. Again, square to Rudiger. He tries to play a ball across the pitch and gives it straight to Cantwell. And Cantwell plays the ball up the line, but Zuma's come across. Done well. Seen the challenge of Rupp off, and the ball's gone off for a Chelsea goal kick. Sloppy from Rudiger. He's tried to play a ball over the top of the of Cantwell to Alonso, and he's hit it right to him. So we got the ball now. Rudiger comes out the box with the ball. He's got Jorginho showing for him, gives it to him, and he plays it square to Aspi. Aspi, little dink ball up to Giroud on halfway, heads it down to Jorginho and gets it back. Pulisic gets involved but loses possession on halfway, but he's won it back, and Willian comes inside from the right-hand side, 20 yards inside their half. Loftus-Cheek looking to play a ball out to Pulisic, and they play it out and nearly went for a throw. Right, Pulisic's got the ball just outside the box, plays it into Willian, right-hand side, halfway inside their half, and Loftus-Cheek goes back to Rudiger, who's 10 yards inside their half. He comes square to Zuma. Kovacic looking for a pass, got nobody, so goes square. Zuma plays it back across to Jorginho, 10 yards inside our half. Plays it down the right-hand wing to Aspi. Plays across him first time. Loftus-Cheek with a header, and it goes just wide. Headed just inside, just in front of the near post. It was a good ball from Aspi. Leveled the edge of the box, right-hand side. Loftus-Cheek made a run into the box, and just outside the 6-yard box corner, he's headed it down, but the angle's not good. So they've got the goal kick. They play the ball up to the right-hand side, but we've won the ball back well. We've closed them down. Jorginho's got the ball. Goes back to Zuma. Zuma goes back again to Rudiger. Norwich are dropping in. They're dropping to a 5-man midfield, one up front. Zuma's looking for a run from Giroud, but overplays it to Krul, the goalkeeper. He's got the ball. He rolls it out to their right back. Centre back then lumps the ball forward. Zuma goes up to win a header, 15 yards inside our half, goes over his head. Rudiger mops up, gives it to Jorginho, who gives it now to Zuma. Left of centre, goes square to Jorginho, 10 yards inside our half. Plays it up the line to Aspi again on the right-hand side. Loads of space, considering they're playing 5 in midfield. But again, they've got back in their shape and we go backwards. Rudiger to Zuma. Zuma halfway inside the centre circle. Plays a good ball out wide left to Alonso. Plays a good 1-2. He's in down the left-hand side. Cross comes in, but the cross is just about 6 yards in front of everybody else. Hit it first time, Alonso. Great cross. Nobody on the end of it. But we've won the throw out of it. Loftus-Cheek's got the ball. Plays it back to Jorginho, 30 yards out. Plays it inside to Aspi, right-hand side, on the byline, just inside their box. Cross deflected. Loftus-Cheek now. Drills across, comes off the defender and goes for a corner. Chelsea's first corner of the game. 5 minutes gone. That was a good move. Alonso and Pulisic combine. Alonso plays a good first-time cross, hard and low in the box, just in front of Giroud and Willian. Chelsea corner. Willian to take it. Right-hand side. Floats the ball in the box. Doesn't beat the first defender, who heads it away. It comes back to Jorginho. Plays it back wide to Willian, but gives the ball away. And Norwich looking for an out ball, but Chelsea's got the numbers back and won the ball back. Williams fouled then on halfway, right-hand side. Chelsea free kick. Aspi back to Jorginho. Referee's blown up, so the ball wasn't stopped. So take it again. Zuma inside our half. To Alonso. Goes back to him inside our half again. Rudiger, centre circle, right-hand side of the centre circle. Plays the ball up top, looking for Giroud. Finds him. Loftus-Cheek, crowded out of it on the edge. Norwich did well. Norwich play the ball up to halfway, looking for a flick on, but Rudiger wins it. Pulisic tries to bring it down, but he's barged off the ball. And Norwich have got the ball halfway inside their own half. Play up to halfway. And now to the left wing, and the left back's going forward. Aspi's fronting him up. He's going towards the byline. Aspi blocks the cross, does well, and Jorginho mops it up. Now Willian comes away with the ball. Plays it back inside to Pulisic. To Kovacic even. Kovacic driving forward. Plays it out wide to Willian. Halfway inside their half. Right-hand side. Willian looks for a cross. It's blocked and goes off. Is it for a corner or is it a throw? There's plenty of space for Chelsea down the wings. There really is. So Chelsea throw. Aspi to take it. Literally 10 yards from the corner flag. Right-hand side, our attack. Aspi to take a throw. 7 minutes gone. Looking for an option. Goes over everyone. And Norwich clear it. They do. They get away with it. Norwich, they've cleared the ball. Closed down by Kovacic, the right back, and he's been forced to go backwards, and it's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper. Krul lumps the ball forward. Aspi wins the header, heads it straight back to where the goalkeeper is. Krul's kick wasn't very far. About 10 yards. It landed 10 yards inside his own half. It's not that windy, is it? Can't be. So Norwich have got the ball. Play the ball forward from defence up to the left wing. Aspi does well to hold off the challenge and wins the header, but they've picked up second ball now. Play it forward again, but Aspi's there. Back to Rudiger, nice and safe. Rudiger back to Kepa, who comes this way, edge of the box, of our own box to Zuma. Comes wide left to Alonso, gets the ball back. Zuma square to Rudiger. Strides forward, halfway inside our half, right of centre. Comes back square to Zuma, who gives it back to him. He's under pressure. Rudiger now to Aspi, halfway, right back position. Plays it up the line to Willian. Comes back again. Norwich are doing well to press, but they're pressing inside their own half. They're allowing Chelsea time with the ball in our own half, which is not a concern for them. But Zuma's just played a cracking ball from left to right to Willian. Willian now approaching the corner of the box, looks for a ball inside, blocked off. Norwich play up to the striker, lays it off left-hand side. On halfway, Willian back in to try and win a challenge. At the moment, Norwich are doing well to win the ball back. They're playing the ball up to halfway. They're getting about 10, 15 yards inside our half. They're then being crowded out, which is good. Got plenty of bodies around them to win it back. And at the moment, it's comfortable. We're dominating the ball. 9 minutes gone. Zuma's dropped into the back line, picks up the ball and goes square to Zuma. Rudiger in loads of space inside the centre circle. Plays the ball from right to left. Great, glorious ball to Alonso. Edge of the box. Tries to get a cross in. So much space down the wings. They're literally playing so narrow, Norwich. They're trying to just defend in numbers narrow. Throw goes to Pulisic, miscontrols it, loses it. Loftus-Cheek slides in to win a challenge and he's been caught, but he's up. He looked like he was injured then, but he's up. Bit of a grimace, but he's up. Absolutely majestic, Loftus-Cheek. When he's in full flow with the ball at his feet and space. Brilliant player. Right, we've got the ball and he's gone back to Zuma, who plays it right back to Kepa. Kepa's 20 yards outside his box to get the ball with no pressure. Back to Zuma. Kovacic. Jorginho's dropped behind where Zuma and Rudiger are, almost as a third centre-back, so he's not giving them the option for an out ball. But Zuma's have played a great ball to the wing. Aspi plays the crossing and it's cleared. Both fullbacks are getting up each side, right and left-hand side, but getting to the byline as well. Anyway, Chelsea's got the ball. Zuma, halfway inside their half, comes to Alonso this side. Loose touch, but wins it back and goes back to Rudiger. Centre circle, halfway. Comes square again to Zuma. This time, Jorginho's in front of him and gets the ball to Kovacic. They go back to Zuma. These two have had the most touches of the game so far. Another ball wide, looking for Alonso. Cantwell's got back in and clears it. Chelsea throw, left wing, 10 yards from the corner flag. Alonso to take the throw in. So all Chelsea, dominant, need a goal. Alonso gets the ball back from Pulisic. Comes back towards his own box. Pulisic. Rudiger, dead centre circle, 10 yards inside their half. Swings the ball wide to Aspi. Level with the corner of the box, right-hand side. 1-2 with Willian. Drives to the byline. Wins a goal kick. Come off him. Defender did well to get in there. A feature of the game at the moment is the two centre-backs holding on to the ball and playing it left to right. Greatman Wilson, I'm not allowed to show content. I can't stream the game and show it live. I get banned. So I'm just describing it as I see it. Alternative commentary. Showing Hakim Ziyech in the stadium, watching it. Nice Chelsea mask on. Right, goal kick to Norwich. Lumped forward. Loftus-Cheek wins the header just inside our half. They play it forward. Rudiger collects the ball under no pressure. Back to Kepa. Kepa outside his box, just rolls it to the left-hand side to Zuma. Rudiger strides forward. Azpilicueta, halfway line, right back position, plays 10 yards up to Willian, gets it back. Rudiger, back across to Zuma. These two must have had 100 touches between them already, and we're only 13 minutes into the game. Once again, up to Aspi, plays it up to Willian, who now comes inside. Plays it back to Zuma, just inside their half, who plays it out wide left, halfway up the byline. Alonso, inside their half, inside to Kovacic, who plays it back. Now Loftus-Cheek's looking for a pass. Inside, Rudiger. We've worked it from left to right, out to Aspi. Jorginho's appeared in the box. Plays it back to Willian. Now to Loftus-Cheek on the edge of the box, looking for a 1-2 with Giroud. It doesn't come off and they clear it. But Zuma's picked the ball up 30 yards out, overplays a pass to Alonso, and it goes out. 14 minutes gone. We need a goal. Lacking that final ball and a shot on target. We've not had one yet. 73% Chelsea possession so far. Speaks volumes. Norwich try and play a 1-2 from the throw-in. They win the ball halfway inside their half. And they've worked the ball well, and they've got the ball at left back. They're left back in loads of spaces on halfway now. Moving forward, left-hand side. He's allowed to go all the way up to the edge of the box. Left-hand side, cross comes in. Over everyone. They pick the ball up on the right-hand side. They cross it into the box, and Aspi clears the header. But they've picked up the ball edge. Go back. They've gone back towards halfway. Ball comes out to their right back position, halfway inside our half. And he goes back to his centre half, who's behind him on halfway. Chelsea got a good shape about them. The 4-3-3 shape looks good. Jorginho's encouraging the press, and we're forcing Norwich to go all the way back to the goalkeeper. Krul plays the ball up to the left winger, but Aspi's won the header. They've won the second ball. They've picked up the loose ball inside our half, halfway inside our half, but we've won it. Williams won the ball back and he's on his bike down the right-hand side. He's looking for an option, but there was nobody there. Jorginho swings a long ball out to Marcus Alonso, who's now level with their penalty box, left wing. Comes inside, flicks the ball to Pulisic, who's made a little run. It was Kovacic even. Holds off a challenge, comes back to Jorginho, tries to play a 1-2 with Kovacic. It's Pulisic. Jorginho's tried to flick a ball in the box to Pulisic. As Pulisic tried to hit it, centre-half's come across. Pulisic has kicked him rather than the ball. Norwich clear it. We then misplace a pass and they get rid of it. He's got to knock Pulisic, but he's walking it off, which is good to see. It's a Norwich goal kick after all that. 16 gone, 0-0. Chelsea totally dominant, but got nothing to show for it yet. Little stats come up. Christian Pulisic, most touches in the opposition box over an average of 90 minutes this season so far. Pulisic, just inside their half, plays it wide to Willian, who comes back across to Zuma. Jorginho in the centre circle with no one around him, looking for a pass. Lofted ball wide left to Alonso. Again, level with the edge of their box, left wing. Comes back to Zuma. Zuma goes square, centre circle to Rudiger. Jorginho picks the ball up, left of centre, got no options, goes back to Rudiger. Rudiger on the edge of the centre circle, inside their half, dead centre, looking for a ball over the top. He's got one. Alonso's made the run. He's not off. They're clearing it. They've surrounded him, but we've won the second ball. No. They've given a handball against Kovacic. As they've cleared the ball away from Alonso, Kovacic has come in. They've hit the ball against him. Referee's given a free kick. I know, strip bear, I know, Drogba. What we'd all give for another Drogba. Or Diego Costa as well. Right. We need a goal, Chelsea. Playing well, but we're lacking that final ball. And once again, no shot on target yet so far. Their goal kick is they've won it and they're in the left-hand side, left wing, but we've got back in and challenged on the edge of our box. It's gone back to Azpi. Comes inside Jorginho, back to Azpilicueta. Plays it on the penalty spot to Zuma, who now strides forward. Comes forward 10 yards and goes square to Rudiger. Right of centre. Rudiger. Up on halfway to Loftus-Cheek. Jorginho plays it to Azpi. Gets it back from Willian and goes back to Rudiger. It's too slow. Chelsea are far too slow. Once again, ball swung left from right to left. Alonso. Pulisic makes a run. Gives it back to him. We win a throw. Chelsea throw. We go back inside to Jorginho. It goes back halfway to Zuma. We go square to Rudiger. It's so slow, and Rudiger's given the ball away. And they've played the ball out to their left wing, who's on halfway, moving forward. Chelsea got back in numbers, and he's gone backwards. Deep inside their own half, the left back's got the ball, and he goes square to the centre half, who's just outside his own penalty box. Giroud's closing him down, gone back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper lumps the ball forward and finds his forward, who's dropped off halfway, controls it and goes back to their left back. They play the ball forward and Zuma, just inside our half, wins the ball. Kovacic picks it up and finds Jorginho. Looking for a ball over the top to Giroud, who's won it, and Giroud shoots. And the goalkeeper, to be fair, it was a bit of a feeble shot, and Tim Krul just stood there and caught it. That was the first chance. First shot on target, 20 minutes into the game. It tells you everything at the minute. Chelsea need to speed this up. It's almost like we're playing second gear. We need to up the gears here. If we play this quicker and if we pass the ball quicker, Norwich can't live with us. Simple as that. Norwich ball up to halfway. They come out to the right back position. Go square. Jorginho comes out to front them up, forces a pass. And they lump the ball forward to nobody. The left winger can't be bothered to chase it. Williams got all the way back there. Level with our own penalty box, right wing. Picks the ball up. Goes inside to Jorginho, to Aspi, sorry. Aspi squared to Kepa. Kepa's got a touch of the ball for once. Zuma goes square to Rudiger. Gets it back again. God dear. To me, to you, to me, to you. Pass, 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 pass. Right, Willian. 10 yards inside our half. Looks to take somebody on. He's fronted up, then giving the ball away. Chelsea are pressing, forcing them all the way back. Deep inside their half. Their right back's got the ball, and Pulisic is pressing him. Centre half has helped him. Played it up to Cantwell, up the line. He's beaten Alonso. Doesn't beat Jorginho. It goes off for a throw. Halfway. Sorry, ball, yeah. That was a chance. They're just showing the Giroud chance. It come off his knee. It didn't come off his shin. Jorginho sees him, plays a great ball over the top. The Norwich centre-half tries to head it. He's just outside his box. He tries to head it back to the goalkeeper. Misheads it. Giroud, it comes over his shoulder, gets his chest to it, and he tries to volley it, but it smacks him on his knee. And that's why it was easy for Krul. Anyway, back to the game. Aspie's got the ball. Right, Jorginho, halfway inside our half, dead centre, goes wide to Azpilicueta, who plays it up to Loftus-Cheek halfway. Aspie gets the ball, and it goes backwards again. Guess what Rudiger did with it? He's passed it to Zuma, and guess what Zuma's done with it? He's given it to Rudiger. Deary me. And again, this is not good. So Kovacic's dropped to get involved. Gives it to Jorginho on halfway. Plays it wide to Aspie. Aspie running forward. Edge of the box. Crosses the ball in. Flicked on by Giroud, but nobody's there. Pulisic gambled on coming close to Giroud. And as the ball was flicked on, he wasn't there to recover the ball. Jorginho's done well to win it from Teti in midfield. Forcing them backwards. They've gone back to their goalkeeper. Yeah, drinks breaks approaching. Norwich have got the ball just outside their box. Looking for an out ball. They play it up to Cantwell and he's challenged. Yeah, it's drinks now. Drinks break. So it's too slow. It's much too slow so far. Chelsea are dominating possession of the ball. Rudiger and Zuma have just literally, it's ridiculous. It really is. I've just got a tweet when I'm here. Too slow. Too laboured. Too slow. Too laboured. And someone tell Rudiger and Zuma that they can pass to someone else. Is that a tweet when I'm doing it? Are you 1 minute in front of me? Oh, okay. The Norwich manual Daniel Farker has got his tactics board out. He's encouraging that you can see it. You can actually see his board. He's encouraging that they negate the space in front of their back four with the two midfielders. And that's what they're doing, to be fair. Chelsea have got possession of the ball. They're looking for a ball over the top, or like an out ball, or someone to make the run inside. And it's not happening. KY27. Why isn't Lampard play? He's got a knock, Lampard, unfortunately. Right, we're going to restart again. 25 minutes gone. It starts with a Norwich ball. They had possession of the ball just inside their half. They play the ball up, play an awful pass, looking for a forward, and they give it straight to our back four. But they clear the ball. Chelsea win it. play up to halfway. They then just thump it clear, and it's reached our literally by our corner flag, right hand side, Aspie's position, and Norwich have got a throw. They play the ball forward. Once again, it's poor. Deary me, they're poor. Norwich are really poor, but we're making them look good. Right, Jorginho's got the ball. Again, Zuma goes to Rudiger. Rudiger to Zuma again. Kovacic comes and grabs the ball. Aspie, Jorginho to Zuma. Jorginho loses the ball and they're taking Zuma on, but Alonso's come back in, wins back possession, gives it back to Kepa. Jorginho picks the ball up in loads of space, halfway inside our half, moves forward into the centre circle. On halfway, unchallenged, gives it wide to Willian. 35 yards from goal, right wing, comes inside to Jorginho. Comes square to Zuma. Zuma moves forward with the ball, up to the edge of the box, plays a nice little ball wide to Alonso. Cross comes in to Pulisic, and first time shot, left-footed, goes into the side netting. That was a good opportunity. He took the shot first time. Alonso did well down the left-hand side. Near the byline, he pulls the ball back to the edge of the 6-yard box, and Pulisic, who again is outside the post, can't wrap his left foot around it, and it goes side netting. Getting closer, just it's not close enough. Right, Norwich have got the ball. Krul plays the ball up over halfway to Zuma, wins the header. Tetty's got the ball for Norwich inside the centre circle, inside their half. Playing the ball around their defence. And they play it to their left back, and the left back can't even control the ball. Bye-bye, Lil Clarkey. See you, mate. Right. Chelsea's got the ball. Willian picks up the ball and gives it back to Rudiger. Plays the ball up the line, but then they clear it over halfway. Well done, Kovacic. Norwich were building something there down the right-hand side. Played it inside. Kovacic got back in and won the ball halfway inside our half. And now he's trying to force the play. Rudiger plays the ball right wing to Aspie. Drives forward, level the edge of their box. Cross comes in too early, low. Easy to be cleared away, and it was. Rudiger turns the forward, wins back possession. Jorginho finds Kovacic literally on the edge of the centre circle. Plays the ball again wide to Aspie, down the right-hand side. Plays the ball first time into Giroud. And Giroud, with the easiest chance, has literally hit it with his right foot onto his left foot, and it's deflected over the bar. I know he's not right-footed. He's hit it right-footed. Aspie down the right-hand side, pulls it square to Giroud. He's literally inside the box by, I'd say, right-hand corner of the penalty box. I'd say 6-yard box, really. And he's hit it right-footed onto his left foot and deflected it over. But Chelsea's got possession again. Loftus-Cheek turns the defender inside their half. Edge of the box, Pulisic is taking people on. Gets a nudge in the back. They don't give anything. He goes over. Norwich defender goes over. Play continues, but their defender's down, holding his knee. He looks like he's in a bit of a bad way. He's up kneeling on his knee, so he can't be too bad. It's unlucky from Pulisic. Loftus-Cheek did well to be busy. Just say, guys in the chat, I don't know who that person was. I haven't got a clue. So, bye-bye. Saying stuff like that. Not having that. Anyway, this guy's still down, just inside his penalty box. The additional time at the end of it. So, Chelsea's chances so far. The first chance that was side netting on the right-hand side. Then Pulisic, left-hand side into the side netting. And then Giroud has a shot. It's the ball right-footed onto his left foot. And it goes over the crossbar. Right, we've got last 15 minutes of this first half. And Chelsea need to up the tempo again. Really, really do. It's not good. And we're playing into their hands at the minute. Right, defender's walking off gingerly, but he'll be all right. When the game restarts, Tim Krul's got the ball just outside his box. Chelsea sub's going to warm up. Christensen, Hudson-Odoi, and Reece James. Right, 32 minutes gone. Play restarts. Krul lumps the ball forward, over halfway. Rudiger loses the header, but the Norwich player flicks the ball onto nobody, and Kepa, under no pressure, just picks the ball up. Who's trolling? KY27's trolling. I can ban him. Right, Rudiger plays a long ball up, looking for Pulisic, edge of the box. He's bundled off the ball, and Norwich clear the ball away. Up to our left-back position. Zuma's picked the ball up, 10 yards inside our half, goes square to Jorginho. Jorginho goes to the centre circle to Rudiger, and he should go square to Azpilicueta, and he does. Gets the ball back. Jorginho drops in, picks the ball up, plays it up to Kovacic, inside to Rudiger, who's forced to play over halfway, challenged and wins a foul. I know. Era, I know. Kovacic with the ball, plays it out to the left-hand side to Alonso. First time cross. Finds Giroud, flicks the ball, looking for William, they clear it. Comes out to the edge of the box. Kovacic try to head it back in the box, and they clear it away. Giroud had loads of space there, outside the near post. Flicked the ball backwards. William was running onto it, but they cleared it away. Right, William picks up the ball. Again, the ball is Alonso all day long, left-hand side, drives to the byline and gets the corner. To be fair, it was a loose touch from Alonso, taking it further than he wanted to, but forced the corner from Cantwell. Williams take the corner down our left-hand side, in-swinging corner, right-footed. Zuma, Rudiger, Giroud together, edge of the box. Loftus-Cheek back post. Alonso on the keeper. Cross comes in, flicked on by Azpilicueta. And what's that? Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek, back post, has tried to hide it. He had a chance to score it. He's literally trying to keep it in play. He's off balance. Yeah, he's literally trying to keep the ball in play, and they've cleared it. Right, we've got the throw, and we've given the ball away. Norwich win back possession by their corner flag, left-hand side. They play it up the left wing. Jorginho does well to win possession twice. Flicks the ball back to Rudiger. Does very well, Jorginho. Rudiger comes square to Zuma. Plays it up halfway to Loftus-Cheek. First time to Alonso. Alonso's forced backwards, and it goes back to Kepa. Oh, my word. Rudiger. Jorginho. Zuma. Plays it wide to Alonso, who comes across halfway, left-hand side. Plays it up to Pulisic, who flicks it into Kovacic. Now Jorginho. Back to Pulisic. Back inside the centre circle to Rudiger. Wide right to Aspie. Chelsea beginning to step up the pace a bit here. Willian. Right-hand corner. Goes back to Aspie. Comes back to Rudiger again. Rudiger crosses it into the box. Pulisic with a touch. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Forces a save. From Tim Krul. And Tim Krul has just palmed the ball over for a Chelsea corner. DJ Sav. Come on, man. I'm a little bit behind, I know. Great strike from Pulisic. The cross come over. He was killed it with 1 foot. Yeah, Zuma's header wide. Thanks, DJ Sav. Come on, man. I'm trying to just describe this. Yeah, it's a good header from Zuma, but he got his angles totally wrong. Oh, actually, if anything, he's come off the side of his head. Right, they've got the ball and they play it up halfway. We win it back and Willian gets to the byline, crosses it in, it's cleared. Jorginho's picked the ball up halfway inside our half. Back to Aspie, goes back to Rudiger, and guess what? He goes back to Zuma. Zuma comes to Alonso, left wing. Goes back to Zuma, 10 yards inside our half, up to halfway, Kovacic. Plays it inside, Pulisic, but Kovacic has won the ball back. Comes inside, but he's fouled. Wins a free kick, left of centre, 35 yards out. Plays it quick to Pulisic, drives. Edge of the box, left-hand side. Goes one more to Alonso. Alonso's cross is deflected away for a corner. Chelsea corner. Williams take it again. William swings the ball in to the front post. They clear it away. Comes out to Jorginho. Pulisic. Jorginho now, 40 yards out. Goes back to William. Plays it inside to Pulisic. Edge of the box. He's crowded out. Cantwell's done well to play it away up to halfway, and their attacker has turned. We win it back, crowded out by 3 Chelsea players. Jorginho plays it into centre circle to Loftus-Cheek. Turns back on himself. Comes back inside to Kovacic. Holds off a challenge. Goes wide to Aspie. Kovacic demands the ball back and gets it and plays the ball out wide left again to Willian this time. Literally, left-hand edge of the box. Right-footed, looking to come inside. Back to Alonso. Cross comes in. Corner again. Chelsea just a bit too slow. Norwich are literally playing so narrow. They've got so many bodies in the middle of midfield and in front of the back four. And their back four is narrow. And there's no space to play in between, to play these little in between the lines. You can't do it. You need to keep playing down, as we're doing, down the width. But move it quick. Corner, swung into the box. Goes over everyone. Right to left. Kovacic's left-hand side. Plays it up to Loftus-Cheek, left-hand side. Now, Pulisic comes out. Barged off the ball and then gives away a free kick. Yeah. So Norwich have got the ball. Play it up the line to nobody. Zuma's got time to bring it down. Jorginho gets it and plays it into left wing to Pulisic, who's held back by the fullback. Gives away a free kick, no booking. Frank's barking his orders on the halfway line. Rudiger. Inside to Loftus-Cheek. Plays it back inside centre to Jorginho. Zuma. Halfway inside their half. Comes left to Pulisic. He's got Alonso looking inside him. Alonso's just neglected his left-back position totally. But Zuma plays it looking for Aspie, switching the play. Wins the header into the box. Giroud's challenging. holds off the challenge of the defender, but can't get his foot around it. And Krul collects the ball. Easy. Right. Norwich have got the ball. We've worked it up the left-hand side, inside our half, halfway. They go back to the centre circle and play it out to the right-back position. Again, halfway inside our half. Up the line. Alonso's got across, won the ball, won the challenge, holding off the defender, gets the throw right by our corner flag. He's done well there, Alonso. Got his body in the way. Throw into us. He plays a long throw up to Kepa. Kepa's got time. Just plays it in front of him to Rudiger. And Rudiger comes out. Rudiger to Zuma. Plays it up to Jorginho with somebody right behind him. So Jorginho gives it straight back to him. Rudiger goes wide to Aspi. Level with the edge of the box. Right wing. Looks inside for Willian. Gets it back from him. Loftus-Cheek just behind Aspi. Picks up the ball and gives it back to Rudiger, who comes back to Zuma. Again, if Chelsea are looking to play a ball inside, there's nothing there. There's just yellow bodies everywhere. Yellow shirts and Norwich. Kovacic, edge of the box. Plays it inside to Giroud. Tries to lay the ball off to Jorginho and gives the ball away. And then Pulisic gives away a free kick. And Norwich have got a free kick halfway inside their half. Right back position. Silly free kick to give away. 42 minutes gone. It's Chelsea 0, Norwich 0. All Chelsea this has been. We've only created 3 decent opportunities in this first half, and I think Frank will change this. Need more drive, more urgency. We need to move their midfield and their defenders around. Right, we play the ball up to Giroud halfway, whose touch is just given the ball straight back to Norwich, but we've won it back. Kovacic driving forward, plays a great ball, but unlucky. Willian's got a knock. He'll be all right. He's holding his ankle. They've played. Kovacic tried to play a great ball wide right to Aspi. Hernandez got back in and won the ball on halfway. Williams tried to challenge him. Honza, just go easy. KY27 is just trying to wind people up. Bit of banter, that's all it is. Right, a minute before half time, Norwich have got a throw. Left back position on halfway. Don't worry, man. Just don't bite. They go back to their centre half, who goes in turn, goes all the way back to Krul. Plays the ball up over halfway, but Rudiger gets in front of the attacker, wins the ball. Pulisic is trying to turn. Aaron Ramsey. Do we need Aaron Ramsey? If we're going to get rid of Jorginho, I'll take Havertz by the looks of it. I was doubting whether or not you need Havertz, but you need creativity in the middle of midfield. Ramsey might give you that. They've lost the ball, Norwich. Willian, right wing. Level the edge of their box. Looking to come inside. Take the defender on. Skips to the byline. Gets his cross in, but crawls easy. Near post. Just collects the ball unchallenged. There's no run. Willian, little step over. Beats the defender. Drills a cross in. Frank's looking a little bit frustrated here. Puffing his cheeks out on halfway. 3 minutes of added time. Goal kick to Norwich. Lumped forward. Aspi wins a header. Offside. Chelsea free kick deep inside our half. Zuma comes wide left to Alonso on halfway. No ball in front of him. Goes back to Zuma, who goes square to Rudiger. Oh, man. Rudiger up to Aspi. Looks for a ball over the top. Just inside the box to Giroud. We win it. Loftus-Cheek does well. Works his way back across the left-hand side again to Alonso. Comes inside to a crowded area. Wide is where the space is, but you've got to get the first time crossing. Goes wide to Aspi. Takes a touch. Comes inside to Willian. Turns the defender. Looks to play in Giroud. It's blocked off. Norwich are just defending numbers, and we're making it so easy for them. Once again, they play the ball up to halfway, Norwich, and they just give it away. Pulisic on halfway. Kovacic. Jorginho halfway. Wide to Willian. Halfway inside their half, right wing. Back to Aspi, who goes back inside to Zuma on halfway. Comes back to Alonso, but as he does that, everyone moves across the pitch. Norwich are literally playing and defending the width of the penalty box. Ball's played over the top to Alonso, left-hand side of the box. Cross comes in, headed by Giroud. No, blocked away. Come back to Alonso. Alonso. Chelsea got a player down in the box, not sure who it is. Pulisic picks up the ball, left wing. Turns onto his right foot. Cross comes in. Giroud! And there's the goal. And Giroud has scored to make it 1-0. The first decent cross into the box from Christian Pulisic. And Giroud holds off the defender and heads the ball literally 10 yards out into the corner. Great play from us. Alonso just gives it to Pulisic. Left wing. Stands up, right-hand side. Cross comes in and the defender is having an absolute nightmare. He's caught the wrong side. He's trying to hold Giroud off while looking at the ball. Giroud just gives him a shrug out of the way. Diving header, literally on the 6-yard box. Dead centre. Tim Krul rooted to his line. Can't do anything. Giroud scores. Finally, Chelsea 1, Norwich 0, right on half-time. 6th goal in last 10 games for Giroud, and we finally got the breakthrough. Now we can kick on second half. Great goal. Brilliant goal. So Pulisic again picks up the ball, literally 10 yards from the byline, left wing. Comes, just sort of stands up the defender, edge of the box. Moves it, shifts it slightly to his right to get the angle. Curls the ball in the box, and there's Giroud. Brilliant header. 1-0 Chelsea. Guys, everyone in the chat, just be aware that KY27 is having some fun this evening. He's trying to see how many of you will buy it. And he's got 3 people so far. So he's only winding you up. You'll hear what the score is from me anyway. Anyway, it's half time. 15 minutes to just calm down. What a first half performance that was. You have to say, I'm going to retweet that. So if you follow me on Twitter, you should do. I'm retweeting it now. So I'm just retweeting the goal. So if you follow me, Twitter, it's obviously Chels Daft on Twitter. CHELSDAFT. You'll see that I've just retweeted the goal. So have a butchers of that and you'll see what I was talking about. Oh, dearie me. Mohammed, that's something that I will do at some point. To be fair, I've only just started doing these to see how they get on, these commentaries. And if they're popular enough, I will do that. So I will do that. So as I say, it's just to see how popular it is, if people enjoy me doing it, and then we'll go from there. So that took some time, didn't it? The story of that first half is literally Norwich. Now, as I say, Norwich are defending, so I'm just trying to sort out my app. My app sort of closed itself. Don't know why I just did that. But yeah, so basically, Norwich, the way they're playing, so Zeno, Coleman, thoughts on the players' performances. Let me just say this. The way Norwich are playing, they are playing, if you think the width for the penalty box, if you look at a football pitch and you're looking at it and you start from above and you see the width for the penalty box, and basically both penalty boxes are in symmetry, aren't they? They're literally, if you just think of the width of how wide they are across the whole of the pitch, from one box to the other, that's how wide Norwich are playing. They're not bothered about the space out wide. They're letting Chelsea do that because they've got so many bodies condensed in the middle. They're making it difficult. So Chelsea's play is becoming stifled because as soon as they get the ball and they come inside, there's 4 midfielders crowding around them. There's 4 defenders crowding around them. There's 2 attacking players for Norwich dropping into midfield to at times make 5 or 6, which is why it's becoming difficult. So that's why the Zoomers and the Rudigers have had more touches than anyone else on the planet in a single 45 minutes in this particular game, because they're looking to play a ball inside to Jorginho or Kovacic or inside to Giroud dropping off, and there's no space there. So they're being forced to go wide. So I'd say Kepa's had nothing to do. Literally, he's touched the ball 5, 6, 7 times. He's not had a save to make. Nothing. Aspie's been good going down that right-hand side. Crossing leaves a lot to be desired, though. He needs to just take a touch, lift his head up and just take his time because he's not being closed down. Alonso probing down the left-hand side, doing well. Jorginho, but for giving the ball away a few times, is busy. He's trying to turn the ball over and keep it moving. Excuse me. Kovacic, busy again. He's getting frustrated, you can see, because he's then dropping. He's then dropping in to try and sort of speed things up a bit. Pulisic is busy, done well with the cross for the goal. Willian, busy as well. But again, Willian's used to picking the ball up and coming inside. And when he does that, he's coming into territory where there's so many bodies, it's impossible for try and create something. So that's what I think of the players. Do I think they can make any changes? I think the thing is, Chelsea, because Chelsea just scored before half time, it makes Frank Lampard's speech a lot easier. It makes it a lot more simple. Something's up with my streaming now. My app's gone. I'll keep going. If not, I can bring up another stream. So let's try it again. It's where you guys all based, where you're watching this commentary or listening to me from. I know obviously John's over in Brazil. Right, I'm back. I am back. I do have Scotland. How you doing? Bangalore, hey, Dublin. How are you, mate? Mr. Wagon, how you doing? East London, Oxford. Zeno, who's my favourite Chelsea player currently or of all time? The Jolly Master. South London, Heskey. Guys, remember, don't bite to KY27. He's probably having laughing his head off while he's doing all this. They're just showing the goal again. Great from Pulisic. Great header from Giroud. But that defender. Oh, currently an all-time, right. So currently my favourite Chelsea player is Kovacic. I have to say, I think when he come to us on loan under Sarri, he was a bit restrictive of what he could do. Only towards the end of that season last year, especially think Europa League final, he was driving from midfield, taking people on, going past players like they're just standing still. And this season under Frank, the leash has been taken off of him and he's been outstanding. Of all time, I mean, you've got choice. You've got JT, you've got Didier, It's got to be Frank. It's got to be Frank Lampard. Someone that literally just people would probably say, and he'd probably say himself when he was a bit young, he was a bit average, but he worked hard on his game every day, left foot, right foot. Everyone talks about Frank being that person that would literally stand there after training had finished and doing extra hours and getting everybody to lift their level to match him, to be the same. And Frank Lampard he was my favourite player. Before that, it was Kerry Dixon from back in the day. So, Moro Fatty, you think you'll win this game? I hope so. I hope we all think we will. Not just me. Anyway, refreshments time. Do you like my blue light, by the way? You seen the blue light? Hold on. 1 second. What do you think of the blue light? It's quite funky, that. I might put it up on the wall. I might put it across and do videos, different kinds of videos, but hold on. We're back. We are back. So let's kick on now. Second half. Let's get an early goal. And then literally really hiding kids in the darkness. Shane, are you happy with the sign of Timo Werner? Do you think we'll be title winning team next season? I think, to be honest, Timo Werner is a fantastic signing. Absolutely brilliant signing. Natural goal scorer. But I also think that I don't think we'll be title challengers next season, maybe the season after. I think the players need some time to come in, get used to the league. I still think we've got defensive issues. I still think that Frank will need a couple of windows to get the players in that he wants, because remember, he's working with the players that are already here that he couldn't really change, and for whatever reason, wasn't changed in the summer. In January. Sorry. So deep state. I do see your point, and there is the argument with Sarri, and it's always split between Sarri fans that did like Sarri, fans that didn't. The only thing that I would say about Sarri, if you think from the situation, so let's take it back. So the first 10 games under Sarri was great. We played really, really well. We were winning most games. We were playing great. But then teams worked out, if you stop Sarri's team, you stop Jorginho. So as soon as they started putting men on Jorginho, and Jorginho wasn't used to that, being in Serie A, having so much time, every time Jorginho got the ball, he was being hit by people. He had people up against him. He struggled. And then our fortunes changed. Remember, Tottenham away, I think they were still at Wembley then, and he got roasted by Son when I think Luiz went across and sold himself as well, which didn't help. And that was embarrassing. But then think the League Cup final and think the game after that. I can't remember what game it was, but Sarri changed it and he went two-man midfield with someone playing next to Jorginho, and it worked. And we looked much more solid, much better. But what happened? Rather than stick with it, he went back to what he wanted to do. And this is just only my opinion, but Chelsea finished in the top four because everybody else was awful last season. I wasn't a big fan of Sarri. Of course, he won the Europa League, but let's be honest, we only played a decent team when it got to semi-final and the final. So, yeah, I mean, he did well enough, but as I say, that's exactly what it is. Undisputed. That's exactly what it was with Sarri, unfortunately. Priyanka, how long will Frank be Chelsea manager? It depends on how successful he is. It's a results business. Unfortunately, because of the money in the football now, the amount of money you get in the Premier League and the Champions League and everything else, it's money driven. As you know, with all the signings and the amount of money that's in the game. If you don't if you don't succeed, and Frank will tell you that himself, if he's not successful, he'll be expecting to go. So everyone takes these sort of jobs. Would I rather Arsenal win Champions League or Spurs win the Premier League? A friend of mine's an Arsenal fan. I'll have to say that. I'd never say Tottenham for anything. Can't have Tottenham winning a single thing. That and also Liverpool. I mean, obviously Liverpool won the league, but I'm not even going to talk about that. But just waiting for this second half to restart. Hopefully better from Chelsea, but we're 1 up. That's the main thing. KY27's coming out with some classics. Yeah, Honza, you're right. Yeah, you turn off the PS4. They're just showing that goal again, and that centre back for Norwich got it totally wrong. He's standing right side of Giroud on the 6-yard box, and he's facing Pulisic when Pulisic plays a ball in. But what he's doing, he's feeling Giroud, like feeling for where Giroud is, and at the same time he's trying to watch the ball. He's at the wrong place. He should be behind Giroud, or at least in front of him, square in front of him, to stop Giroud with a freedom to just put his head on the cross. So Chelsea come out second half, and it looks like there's no changes whatsoever. No subs. No, there isn't. There's no substitutions. Do we need extra light in here? Let me see. Can I put my torch on my phone on? Let's have a look. Does that make it any better? Possibly no. No. Just got to shut my blinds. So as it stands, they're showing the table. Just waiting for my stream to clear the picture. Yeah. So as it stands, we go 4 points clear of Leicester and Man United, and we would go 8 points clear of Wolves, and they've all got games in hand. Who would have thought? Who would honestly have thought by the time that game finished on Saturday night that we'd sit here and think, yeah, Leicester will get thumped 4-1 by Bournemouth, and that Man United will concede a last-minute equaliser against Southampton? Who would have thought that? So just waiting for the second half to start. Chelsea to kick off. Oh, Chelsea's out. Norwich are only just appearing. Norwich taking their time. Yeah, Shane, I know. Leicester's still got to play Man United. Leicester's still got to play Man United, Sheffield United and Tottenham. So I think Leicester's out of it. And I think that's why it'll be Chelsea and Man U that do finish top 4. I guess we just have to wait and see what happens as to where we finish, 3rd or 4th. That's what we hold. That's what we hope, even, I should say. Right. Second half kicks off. Goes back to Rudiger, who goes square to Suma. Deary me. Okay, we play up to Willian on the right-hand side. He goes back to Aspi. Loftus-Cheek's made a run, but defender mops up, goes back to Tim Krul, plays the ball up, and Zuma's got the ball on halfway. Goes back to the goalkeeper, Kepa. Keep himself busy. Goes to Alonso. He goes back square to Zuma. Back across to Rudiger. Norwich are playing the same way by looks of it. Rudiger plays a long ball looking up for Pulisic. Over the defence and Pulisic to the goalkeeper. He rolls it out to right back. Right back plays it back to centre back inside his own box. Chelsea are standing off him. 20 yards off him. Knowing that Norwich got to come out and play. Norwich still got the ball in their box. They play it up into midfield and Chelsea win it back. Kovacic has done well. Jorginho plays Loftus-Cheek. Out wide right. Edge of the box. Willian. Drives towards the byline. Gets across and it's a corner to Chelsea. Chelsea corner. Willian to take it. Right-footed. Zuma, Rudiger, Loftus-Cheek, Giroud, all there. Cross comes in. Rudiger wins the header, but heads it straight back to where it came. Good opportunity. That Zuma and Rudiger have won headers. But head just got them totally wrong. It's come off the top of his head. He's put his head down, and it's come off the top of his head. Right, Norwich have got possession of the ball. Play it up to right-hand side, right wing. A bad touch, and they put it out. It's gone out for a throw at Chelsea. They're awful. Halfway inside our half, Alonso gets the ball back. Back up the line, or back down the line to Rudiger. Zuma. Back to Zuma. Played it up to Alonso. It's flicked inside. William, back to goal. 6 players around him. Loses it. Norwich have got the ball. Play the ball, looking for halfway and give it straight to Jorginho. Willian, right-hand side, plays it inside to Loftus-Cheek, 35 yards out. Right-hand centre, back out to the right to Willian. He's got Aspi on the overlap, plays it inside to Loftus-Cheek, edge of the box, right corner, gives it back to Willian. Willian's looking for an option. Everyone's standing still. So he goes square to Kovacic in the middle of the pitch. Kovacic in the middle of our pitch. Anyway, Rudiger puts the cross into the box looking for Giroud far post. Overplays it, goes out for a goal kick. Frank and Jody, deep in conversation. Right, they've got the ball and they're playing it across their back line. Chelsea have pressed high through Loftus-Cheek and Giroud, and we've forced them into giving us a throw, which we take all the way back to Zuma. Marcos Alonso, left back position, 10 yards inside our half, goes back square to Zuma. Rudiger, inside the centre circle, plays it to Aspi. Back inside, drop deeper to Rudiger to get the ball. Up to Loftus-Cheek halfway, back to Rudiger and back to the goalkeeper. Kepa gives it to Zuma. Zuma turns, looking for an out ball, striding forward. Challenge, turns round and goes back to Kepa. Chelsea just keep on possession. They don't need to do anything with the ball, really. We'd like them to play quicker, score a couple more. But today, it's about the result. That's the be-all and end-all. Ball's played up to Giroud. Defender's gone up against him and they've clashed and the defender's come off worse. He's caught an arm from Giroud. Accidental. No booking, nothing like that by looks of it. Defender's up. He's all right. $50 minutes gone. Timu Pukki, picture of him, literally in the stands, waiting to get involved. You have to say. So Norwich got possession. They nearly lost it. And Giroud's nearly nicked it on the edge of the box. And they've just played it away. They're really bad in possession. They really are today. They're much better than this. But they're trying to play they're trying to play they're just trying to put bodies in the middle of midfield and in front of the back four, and they're not playing a normal game, and it's really showing. Really is showing they're poor. Kepa's been called into action just to collect a cross that was wayward. Pulisic has been fouled just inside our half, but they're playing on. Giroud goes back to Jorginho. Loftus-Cheek comes wide to Aspi, goes back to Rudiger. Kovacic comes and gets it off of him, plays it up to Pulisic, flicks it inside Jorginho, plays it up the right wing to William. Right wing, comes inside, edge of the box, moves across from right to left, flicks it inside to Pulisic, but wins the ball back. Edge of the box, William. As a shot, deflected and goes over. Right-hand side of the penalty box. As a shot, tries to catch the keeper out. Deflected away for a corner. They are, honestly, they are so bad. Really are bad. Another corner. Another opportunity for Chelsea to score. William takes the corner right-hand side. Outswinger. This time it's Giroud heads wide. Three of them headed wide. Zuma, Rudiger, and now Giroud. Unopposed, virtually. He's just outside the front post and he's got to try and flick it back like a loose, like a light connection. Right, Chelsea ball. Goes out. Norwich have got a throw deep inside their half. Right back position. Up to halfway. Centre forwards crowded out of it by Zuma. Rudiger's got the ball. Comes 20 yards inside our half. Aspi, moving to the right, stops, puts his foot on the ball and goes back to Rudiger in the middle. Played it up halfway into Pulisic. For great first touch. That was Kovacic. Into Jorginho, who's lost it. And Cantwell. Three men forward. Edge of the Chelsea box. Right-hand side. Cross comes into the middle. Aspi gets the leg to it. Gets the ball away. William now picks the ball up. Goes back to Aspi. Deep inside our box. Clears the ball away from danger. Giroud on halfway. Right-hand side. Heads it back inside to Pulisic. Plays it to Kovacic. Chelsea's got so much space. Pulisic tries to find Loftus-Cheek on the right-hand side. Williams won the ball back. Edge of the box. Giroud. Right-hand corner, left corner. Kovacic flicks it inside to William. Tries to take a defender on and loses it. And Norwich come away with the ball. But we've won it back. Halfway inside their half. Alonso down the left-hand side. Edge of the box to Giroud. Flicks it inside to Pulisic. Defenders are there to get the ball away. And Norwich clear the ball up the right wing. It's going to go off for a Chelsea throw. Halfway inside our half. Right, we've got possession with Rudiger. Plays it up to Zuma. Gives it to Kovacic on halfway. Nice little flick up to Pulisic. Left wing. Out to Alonso. Oh dear, Jorginho's off it today. Giving the ball away. Norwich are breaking through. Great tackle on the edge from Rudiger on Hernandez. Blocked tackle comes to William. Across halfway, right wing. But very slow. Plays it wide outside of him to Giroud. Holds it up and goes back to William. It comes to a standstill. Halfway inside their half. Loftus-Cheek. We've allowed Norwich to get everyone back behind the ball. We didn't move it quick enough. If that was quick and decisive, they would have been all over the place. But we've come across halfway so slow. Aspi plays a great ball up to Alonso. Tries to take it on his chest, but Cantwell nicks in and puts it out for a throw. Alonso plays it inside to Pulisic, left to right, comes back to the centre circle to Rudiger, plays the ball wide to Willian, right hand side, plays it up inside to Giroud, edge of the box, gets it back. Now, right wing, Willian, approaching the edge of the box, step overs, plays the ball up to the back post, and there's no one there. Everyone's gambled on that coming across near post or to the middle of the box, played over everyone. Giroud had actually come short to try and make an option for Willian. What a great tackle from Rudiger on the edge of our box, and they looked like they had a player through on goal. Desperate defending. Right, Norwich got the ball, right hand corner. They play it, done well to move it inside, but it's gone back to the goalkeeper. Shut down by Jorginho out of everyone. Forces the goalkeeper to kick it with one possession. But it's gone out for a Norwich throw. Right hand side, Loftus-Cheek's protesting. But it's a Norwich throw. And Pookie is now warming up. You can see it, can't you? Him coming on and signing and scoring a bleeding equaliser like 85th minute. 56 minutes gone. Chelsea need a goal. Second goal. Kill this off. Right, they've got the ball left back, played it right across right hand side. The right back, Aarons, approaches halfway, turns back on himself, then plays it up to Cantwell on halfway. Got Giroud, Jorginho around him. What's happened there? Cantwell's now booked for diving. He was challenged on halfway by Rudiger. It was actually Pulisic, Giroud and Rudiger. He's got past Pulisic. Oh, yeah, no, he's actually gone in. He's gone in on Loftus-Cheek and he's caught Loftus-Cheek on the ankle. He's sort of diving for the ball. He doesn't mean any malice, but he's caught Loftus-Cheek and it's a yellow card. So Chelsea's got a free kick halfway. Dead centre. Played it wide right to William. Halfway inside their half. Goes back on halfway to Rudiger. Rudiger to Jorginho. Back to Rudiger. And he's forced back to the goalkeeper. Who gives it to Zuma. He's put under pressure and he goes back to Kepa. He gives it back to Zuma. And he's got someone chasing him down as he strides forward. And Zuma, under pressure, nearly loses the ball, but Jorginho comes across to cover, plays it up to Alonso. We give it away to Norwich on the edge of our box, but we managed to get in and clear it away for a Norwich throw, halfway line, right back position. This is Chelsea need to up this. 58 minutes gone. Frank needs to change it. Norwich take the throw. Cross halfway, right-hand side. Oh, Zuma, what's he done? They play the ball down the right wing. Zuma's come across, slid in, caught the player, and it's a yellow card for Zuma. And Zuma has put us in a bit of a position here. They've got the ball right wing, halfway inside our half. They've got a chance to sling it into the box now. And we know what we're like with defending corners and free kicks. Norwich, left-footed, to swing it into the box. All the Chelsea defence is pushed up, right up to the edge of the box. Chance to swing the ball in. Swung into the box, headed away by Giroud. But he's flicked it away from goal, and Pulisic, right-hand corner, played a long ball up. It was actually Jorginho's played a great ball, looking for Pulisic, who's trying to get in. The goalkeeper's come off his line and cleared it. And then Pulisic has given away a free kick halfway inside their half. This is poor from us second half. I thought we'd kick on, but obviously not. They're still playing the width of the penalty box, Norwich. They're still packing that midfield area and in front of the back four. Chelsea's still looking to probe. Maybe a ball over the top all the wide areas, but quicker is the answer. And it's a bit one-paced again. Right, Tetty for Norwich on halfway, centre circle. Plays it square to Cantwell. Goes wide right to their right back, just inside our half, but it goes back to their centre back. They're now 10 yards inside their own half. Centre circle. Play the ball wide to the left-hand side. Up the wing, but Aspie closes them down, force them backwards. They're now doing what we did first half, Norwich. They're just playing it across their back four because they've got no option. They're going to be forced to go back to the goalkeeper here. They're not. They're still playing it across the back line. They lump the ball forward to nobody. And Rudiger, with time, heads the ball away. Kovacic loses the ball and he brings Cantwell down, but the referee plays on. They've still got possession. Cantwell's down. Kovacic's going to get booked for that. Edge of the box, left-hand side. They shoot. It's deflected over for a corner. And Kova is booked. Norwich won the ball back. Played it up to Cantwell, middle of the pitch, or inside our half. Kovacic's desperation to win it back. Flies in. Right. Norwich corner, left-hand side. Taken left-footed outswinger. Easy to be cleared by Zuma. Up to Pulisic, who's got two men with him. Wins the first challenge, but loses the second. They play it back, and it goes back to the goalkeeper. Giroud's chasing it down. Krul just plays it wide right, and their right back's got the ball. Plays it up, gets it back from their winger. Back to their centre half. 15 yards outside their box. Playing it across their back line again. Chelsea out the Blues, you're right. They're obviously aware of this becoming like a high score, and they want to try and defend and keep it as low as possible. Willian's done well. So they've been playing their possession. They play it up to the left-hand side, and Willian comes in on the right-hand side and gets back in across halfway, running back towards his own goal, wins the ball back, and we got possession. Rudiger. Square to Zuma. Halfway inside our half. He's looking for a pass left, hasn't got one. Gives it back to Rudiger. Under pressure, goes back to Kepa. Back to Zuma. Same thing. Back to Kepa. Norwich are now pressing higher. That should open space up. Kepa now launches the ball forward up to Giroud. Wins the flick on. Second ball. Pulisic loses. Norwich have got it. They come across halfway. Play the ball down the right-hand side. Zuma's on the cover. Holds off a challenge and does well to give it back to Rudiger, who plays it Jorginho just on the edge of our box. Under pressure. Squared to Azpilicueta. Right back position. Lumps the ball forward up the line. And they've won the header. Ross Barkley's about to come on. Jorginho plays the ball wide to Alonso on halfway. It's the first time I think I've mentioned him. 64 minutes gone. Again, we're playing it across our back line to Aspie. Back to Rudiger and back to Zuma. Halfway inside our half. Zuma now plays it up on halfway to Kovacic. Back inside to Rudiger. Halfway, he plays out wide wing, right wing to Willian. Willian's literally doing this. He just looked. There was nobody showing for him. So he goes back. Zuma. Back out to Alonso. Just inside their half. Back to halfway with Zuma and Rudiger. My word. This is painful. It's so slow. There's so much space. As Chelsea are doing this and knocking it from side to side, our right wing, Willian has dropped deep to get the ball, but just in that channel behind their fullback, so much space for someone to go and make a run forward, and no one's doing it. Pulisic is looking, but we played the ball from right back to left back, and Alonso picks it up halfway line. Looking forward, there's no option. Goes to Rudiger. Loftus-Cheek picks up the ball. Plays it up to Alonso. Edge of their box. Great touch. Comes inside. Pulisic. 1-2. Alonso, left-hand side. Drills across into the box. Beyond everyone. But Azpilicueta, left-footed, curls one just over the bar. Unlucky. Alonso's getting into some good positions with his crossing, but he's just not finding the final that final ball. Aspil's unlucky, but left-footed, his weaker side. He literally just sort of stabbed a foot at it, and it did curl close to the... He's probably not that much over the bar. Loftus-Cheek's coming off for Barkley. Really? I know he's working back to fitness, but I'd have taken Jorginho off. So Barkley's on. 66 minutes gone. 24 minutes to go. It's Chelsea 1. Norwich 0. He's just come on, and it's just the drinks break now. Frank's talking to the players. He's trying to G the players up. You can see it. So look at some of these comments. Honze, yeah, Leicester will drop points. It's the Wolves game at the end. Liverpool game, depends what team turns up for Liverpool. Chelsea will always go to Liverpool and give them a game because there's pride and there's a rivalry. It's that Wolves game, the last game of the season, could be the dodgy one. But hopefully by then, Leicester's out of it. Right. Play resumes with a Norwich goal kick. And Krul under pressure. He plays it to his defender standing next to him, who gives it back to him, and he's under pressure straight away by Giroud, and he's forced into clearing it up the line. Chelsea win possession back. Barkley's first touch is to go back to Zuma on halfway. Alonso, halfway inside their half, left-hand side, comes inside. Back to Jorginho, who's helping him out. And again, Norwich are playing narrow. They're defending narrow. They're trying to negate space in front of their back four. There's no space at all. So Rudiger comes forward right up to 30 yards from their goal, plays it to Willian, and it goes back to Zuma. So Rudiger plays a long ball looking for Alonso. Has found him. Alonso just outside their box. Looks for a ball into Giroud, but doesn't find him. Got the ball back, Jorginho. Goes square to Zuma, to Rudiger. 22 minutes to go, plus injury time. Chelsea need a second goal. Simple. Zuma plays the ball wide right to Aspi, who just keeps it in, heads it forward towards the byline, chasing it down. It's unlucky. Norwich goal kick. Krul scurries to take it. Left-hand side of his penalty, of his 6-yard box. Plays it out to their left back. Time to take a touch and clear it as Barkley closes him down. They play it back inside from halfway. Williams done well to nick it, but then he's challenged. Then Alonso tries to play it up the left-hand side. Then he's challenged and Cantwell wins it. Halfway inside our half with loads of space to walk, to come towards our box. Flicks it inside. Edge of our box. Moves out to the right-hand side. Cross comes in and it's blocked by Kovacic. Deary me, that was worrying then. We forced them all the way back to halfway line. Teti in midfield. They play the ball from right to left and their left back's got loads of space. Willian comes across. He turns Willian inside. Plays it up to the edge of the box. Hernandez back to Cantwell. who looks for a first-time ball into their left-back, who made a run. They got their wires crossed, and it goes out for a Chelsea goal kick. Right. Change for Norwich. Cantwell's coming off. To be fair, he has run himself into the ground. And Buendia's coming on. 70 minutes gone. 20 to go. Chelsea need a second goal badly. Right, ball comes out to Aspi. Back inside to Rudiger, back to Kepa from the goal kick. Zuma strides away from our penalty box, left of centre, slow. Plays it square to Rudiger, lets it go across him, and then plays up to Barkley, who turns back inside. There's nothing there, so turns back the way he was coming, and then looks for Alonso in loads of space. Brings the ball down inside the box, left-hand corner, flicks the ball across. But Barkley is clear, but Barkley's got it, edge of the box, plays it back to Aspi, right back position, fires across in. Giroud holds off a defender again, heads it over. Unlucky. That was the ball. Great ball across from Barkley to Alonso. Literally chesting it down in the left corner of their box. Can't get it down in time. They sort of get it away, but then we nick it back on the edge. Comes out to Barkley, goes back to Aspi. Cross comes in. And Giroud heads it over. Well, their goal kickers come up on halfway. We've won the ball. Jorginho up to Pulisic, coming from the left to the right-hand side. Plays it wide, right to Willian. Runs off of him. Willian just holds it up and goes back to Aspi. Willian looks laboured here. He looks a bit tired. Right, Rudiger across halfway. Back out to Willian. Right wing. He's got 3 men fronting him up, so he goes back to Rudiger. Norwich defensively are playing well. You have to give them some credit. They're making it extremely difficult for Chelsea. So there's that ball again. Rudiger, right back position, plays the ball all the way across the pitch to Alonso. Comes inside. Kovacic, left corner of their box. Pulisic outside him. Comes back on his right foot. Crosses blocked. Goes out for a throw. Throw played up to Alonso. Goes back to Kovacic. Willian. Kovacic inside to Barkley. Rides one challenge. Steps away from another and another. Flicks inside to Pulisic. Looking for a ball over the top to Giroud, but Giroud's blocked off. As he tried to run in the box there. Blocked off. Comes to nothing. Krul has then hit the ball out to the right winger, who tries to control it, misses it, it goes off for a throw. They are poor. They are really poor. Norwich's focus today is defend, 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 and try and get something on a counter or set piece. Right, we've got the ball across the back line to right back. Aspi up to Barkley, gets it back and then looks up the line to Giroud, who does well, holding off the defender. Looks for Willian, overplays it. Krul's got the ball and clears it. Azpilicueta with no challenge, heads it forward and Giroud's got the ball. Left of centre, just outside their box. Flicks the ball over the top to Pulisic. Pulisic flicks it towards goal and Krul gets down to his left-hand side and saves it. Don't rise to KY27. Cantwell's gone off. Chelsea's got the ball, edge of their box, left-hand corner. Alonso takes them onto the byline. Cross and it's blocked. Goes off for a corner. Oh no, it's off Alonso and goes for a goal kick. Little dink ball from Giroud. Pulisic with a run. Flicks it across towards goal. And Krul gets down to his left and saves it. "75 minutes gone. Norwich goal kick. And who's coming on? Pookie's coming on for Norwich. Oh, no. We all know what's going to happen, don't we? Deary me. Right, goal kick. Goes up to halfway. We win it. Pulisic drives forward. Right-hand side of the box. Willian. Held up. Goes back to Aspi. 30 yards out. Cross comes into the box towards the back post. And there's Alonso with a header. And the goalkeeper has saved it point blank. And the deflected ball from the goalkeeper's come out to the defender who brings the ball clear. And Jorginho, we've won it back. Edge of the box. Pulisic holds off a challenge. Left-hand side of the box. But turns back on himself. And he's got another player around him. And Norwich have worked the ball well on the right-hand side. But Kovacic's got back in and won it back. Rudiger's got the ball up on halfway or centre circle to Barkley. Gets it back. Looks like Reece James is about to come on as well. Right, ball comes out to the right-hand side to William. Norwich still haven't made their changes yet. Pookie's not on yet. Chelsea's got the ball at the back. Comes square to Rudiger. Halfway inside our half. He strides forward towards the right-hand side. Gives the ball square to Aspi on halfway. Right back position. Up to Barkley. Lays it off to Willian. Plays a nice little 1-2 with Willian. The ball's deflected. It comes inside to Pulisic. Giroud comes out wide. Left-hand corner of the box. Alonso. Literally left-hand corner. Takes his man on. Gets to the byline again and gets the corner. Chelsea corner, 77. He's given another goal kick again off Alonso. Deary me. Right, now they're making their changes, Norwich. Ignore KY27, guys. The later this is getting, there's 12 minutes to go. They've made 3 changes. Stiperman, Pookie and Ida's on for Hernandez, Dermich and Teti. "12 minutes plus injury time to go. Chelsea 1, Norwich 0. We thought Chelsea would kick on second half, but Chelsea are playing too slow, too laboured. But you've got to give Norwich credit for that because they're packing out their midfield and in front of their back line. They're playing the width of the penalty box only. They're letting Chelsea play wide because they know they've got bodies inside to deal with anything that gets floated in or around the box. Right, Norwich break down our left-hand side. Rudiger comes across and clears it up to their centre-back, just inside their half. Willian charges the ball down. Norwich throw, 10 yards inside their own half. Norwich take the throw. Up on halfway. Turn Aspi, he gives away a free kick. Norwich free kick. Literally just inside our half. Right, Marcus Alonso's coming off. Alonso's coming off for Reece James. So Aspi goes to the left-hand side. Reece James comes onto the right-hand side. And Pulisic is coming off for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi's on as well. Positive changes. I wouldn't have taken Pulisic off. He's the busiest of all. I would have taken Willian off. I would have taken Willian off. Maybe he's thinking, obviously, Man United at the weekend. So Norwich have got a free kick on the centre, literally just left back position, halfway line. They go backwards. Centre half is looking to play it. Plays it up inside our half, 10 yards. And we clear the ball away for a throw. They throw the ball back inside their half. Square to their centre back, halfway inside their own half. Giroud's going to close him down. Goes back to crawling goal. Now their centre back's playing it forward down the right hand side. They broke our off-try trap, but he's forced the ball wide right. Aspi now at left back goes to front the ball up, and they win a throw. Norwich just inside our half, right hand side. Is it Ida? The Norwich, the guy playing up front for Norwich, looks lively. He's only been on 2 minutes. Right, Chelsea's won the ball on halfway. Hudson-Odoi back to Aspi, plays the ball up the line to nobody, under pressure, goes out for a Norwich throw. 9 minutes plus injury time to go. Norwich have got the ball just outside their box. They play it up 10 yards, middle of the pitch. Out to their right back position, halfway inside their own half. They go back to Tim Krul. He's outside his box and plays it square to the left back. The centre half. He goes back to the right back position. Still deep inside his own half. Now up to halfway. They play the ball right wing. Goes back to the right back inside their half. Chelsea are doing well to close them down. We force them backwards. Comes out to Krul. Back to the right back, and Hudson-Odoi's all over him and forces a throw for Chelsea. No, it's kept on. Aspi's then made sure of it. Ignore KY27, guys, in the chat. Ignore him. He's looking to get a rise. KY, mate. At the end of the day, you know this is a nervy game. So why are you bothering? I'll just ban you. So 8 minutes to go. Tammy Abraham's now getting kitted up to come out. Hudson-Odoi, first chance to run. Goes forward 5 yards, come back on himself and comes inside. Rudiger, Barkley, outside, right wing to William, walking. Comes inside. Pookie's chasing him down. Reece James, Barkley goes past the challenge into the right-hand side of the box, but he loses possession. Jorginho wins the ball back. William, great first touch. Wide right to Reece James. First time cross. Headed away. Edge of the box. Norwich bring the ball down. Play it across from right to left. The left back being challenged by Kovacic. Plays it up the line. No free kick. Rudiger did well. Azpilicueta inside the centre circle. Up to Barkley. Jorginho, centre circle again. Wide right to William, who's now on his bike. Picks up the ball. Level with their box. Looking for someone in there. There's nobody making a run. He's literally got his arms out like this and he's gone backwards. Deary me. Right, Hudson-Odoi comes inside from the left-hand side, across to Barkley, goes square to Reece James, just outside their box. Inside the box to William on the right-hand side. Giroud made a great run across the front post, tries to flick the ball in. And does he go for a corner or do they get a challenge in? Great run from Giroud. He did, yeah, he flicked it, but he was too far outside the post to get it back inside. Too much of a heavy touch. KY, last time, mate. I'm just gonna take you off if you carry on. It's 5 minutes to go here. It's a nervy game. We do not need people like yourselves coming on and doing this stuff. In fact, you're off. Sorry, dude. Bye-bye. So, Giroud's off. Tammy Abraham's on. KY27's no more tonight anyway. He's just looking to wind people up all night long. It was funny in the beginning, but now it's just stupid, isn't it? So anyway, they've had a goal kick with one possession back to Aspi. He's playing it up to Tammy. Loses the header, and they've got the ball Norwich on halfway. They're looking to play over the top to Pookie. Misplay it. So Hudson-Odoi's got it left-hand side. Rather than run towards and take him on, he comes back. But Kovacic has done well from left to right. But then Willian gives the ball away. Barkley, we won the ball back. Kovacic across halfway, driving forward, right of centre, comes out to right hand side to Willian. Barkley now. Willian to Jorginho in loads of space, halfway inside their half. Back out to the right hand side to Willian. Reece James makes a run on the overlap. He gives it inside to Barkley, tries a shot of his left foot, deflected, and Krul keeps the ball in. Just gives it out to the right back, takes his time, plays the ball straight to Jorginho, middle of the pitch, halfway inside their half. Jorginho's complaining he's got no option. Rudiger plays it up the line to Reece James. Back inside to William, back to Rudiger, who goes back to the centre-back, which is Jorginho in this case, covering him. Kovacic, inside the centre circle, halfway line, comes right to Reece James. Takes a touch and goes outside to Willian. Reece James makes a run towards the byline, right inside. Cross comes in, it avoids everyone and goes away. Right, this dude here, he's back, isn't he? Sorry, man. I don't know why you're bothering. We've done well. The ball was literally played across goal. Great run by Reece James. First time cross, literally 10 yards from the byline. It beat everyone. The ball went out to the edge of the box. Chelsea pressure, and we force a foul. And Chelsea has got a free kick. Right-hand corner of the box. To swing this one in. Literally right on the edge. More changes for Norwich. 88 minutes gone. 2 minutes plus injury time. Willian take the free kick. Left-hand side. Their right corner of their box. Our left wing. Willian, right foot curler. Over the wall and Krul saves it. Pushes the ball away. And it goes out for a throw. 10 yards from the corner flag. Our attacking position, left wing. Krul's trying to organise his defence. Chelsea throw. Aspi to take it, and he's taking his time. Up to Abraham. Gets the ball back. Inside to Hudson-Odoi. William. Kovacic with 6 players around him. Comes all the way back to Rudiger. Up to Jorginho, halfway line. And he goes all the way back to Kepa to keep hold of possession of the ball. Up to Jorginho. Plays it back to Rudiger. Back to Kepa. To Zuma. Long ball forward. Looking for Tammy. Wins the header. It doesn't win the header, but it goes out of play. He's not back, people. Don't worry about that. Right, throw to Chelsea. Played up the line. Right, 90th minute. How much added time's left? Pookie's got the ball. 3 minutes added time. Pookie approaching our box. Looks for an overlap. Plays the ball forward to nobody. And Kepa, with time and space, has collects the ball. Norwich now go to close him down. He picks the ball up. Throws it out to left-hand side. to Kovacic, across halfway, left-hand side. Hudson-Odoi just goes backwards to Aspi, plays it square to Zuma, comes across this way to Rudiger. Rudiger, long ball up, looking for Tammy. Got everyone all over him. Loses the header again. But Williams got the ball halfway. Reece James. Rudiger. Back to Kepa. 2 minutes of injury time to go. This person, honestly, whoever this dude is on a mission, isn't he? Right. Rudiger. Plays it wide to Reece James. This is dodgy. Kepa. Plays the ball wide left to Aspi. Plays it up. Hudson-Odoi lays the ball off. Kovacic back to Azpilicueta. 10 yards inside their half. Plays it up to Hudson-Odoi, but underplays the pass. Broken down by Norwich. And they play the ball up on halfway. Just inside our half. They played it up the line. Kovacic does really well to win a challenge there. We won the ball back. They've just given a free kick away on Kovacic. Chelsea have literally got 1 minute of injury time to go. Giroud's the man of the match, but, I mean, dearie me. We'd like to have seen Chelsea play with a little bit of star, but we did say before this stream, the actual game started, that we would take... that we would take a 1-0. I've got them all now. Pookie. 25 seconds to go. It's a Chelsea throw. Halfway inside their half. Up to the corner flag. Tammy's holding the ball up. And gets a corner. Five seconds of injury time to go. Chelsea corner. It's now the 93rd minute. As soon as this is taken, I can actually see on Twitter it's finished. Chelsea won, Norwich 0. Chelsea have won, finally. There's a comment on Twitter saying, job done. My word, it's not job done at all. But we said, beginning of this stream, we said we'll take a scrappy 1-0, and we got the 1-0 win. That was a real struggle, but we got it. We got 3 points. We're now 4 points clear of Leicester and Man United, which is important. Olivier Giroud with a goal. Christian Pulisic with the assist just before half-time. That was a struggle, but we got there. So, guys, we've won it. Thank God for that. Deary me. Let's just say this. If you recorded that game to watch it later, I wouldn't bother. I'll just wait and see the short highlights on Match of the Day. That's probably better to do. Frank Lampard's out on the pitch, congratulating everyone and touching arms and stuff. They're showing coverage, and you can see on the big screens, you can see some Chelsea fans that are obviously doing the watch along thing that are promoted in the stadium. And there's the Chelsea fans are just sitting watching like I am. There's no one sort of doing this and cheering, which says a lot. So, guys, that's it. Chelsea won, Norwich 0. It was a bit of a bore fest. Norwich played fantastically well defensively. They came here to do a job, to not get done by 2, 3, 4, 5, and did really well, you have to say. So fair play to them. But, as I say, Chelsea have won. That's the most important thing. We got the breakthrough. 1-0. Olivier Giroud with a goal. 6th goal in 10 games. And we extend our advantage. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for getting involved in the chat. For those of you that were being idiots in the chat, I'll just ban you. But thanks anyway, guys. I appreciate your support. Make sure you check out my channel and check out the latest 5-minute news, which come out at 7 o'clock tonight. Plenty on there. Be back tomorrow. And yeah, take care of yourselves. See you guys.